It's amazing how quickly crops grow, isn't it? Oh, I'm coming up on... Whoa! Okay. Hello everyone, it's TrekkieMoto here, and you join me on a beautiful Friday evening. I'm in West Salisbury on Pennsylvania Route 10, heading north. Temperature is about 73 degrees. It's about 6 o'clock in the evening, so there's a bit of traffic. I would like to talk to you today about why I do motovlogging. So the main reason I do motovlogging is that I love to ride motorcycles. I used to ride a motorcycle about 25 years ago and then picked it up again just a couple of months ago. I have a Triumph Speed Twin, 1200cc parallel twin. It's a gorgeous Triumph modern classic motorcycle from the Bonneville range, and it's an absolute joy to ride. So I like to get out and ride. In my past life though, I was a videotape editor. I spent 12 years editing in a production company in London. And I really enjoyed editing. It's an art more than a job, really. I used to do something called 3-machine editing. You would have 2 players and 1 recorder. In order to perform an edit where you would mix from one picture to another, you would have to set the 2 players off simultaneously with the recorder, all in sync together. Then you would route the image from the 2 players through a vision mixer and then record them onto the 3rd machine. It was the only way to do it. It's called linear editing. If you wanted to make any changes, you had to go back and do it again. If you wanted to change something at the beginning of your program, you had to go back to the beginning and re-edit everything that followed. It was an extremely tedious thing to do, but ultimately it was something of a craft, and I enjoyed doing it. Fast forward, well, nearly 30 years now, and that's not the way editing is done anymore. Editing is done in a system called non-linear editing, where you have your footage already in a digital format. Excuse me while I negotiate these bumps. And you literally drag and drop your footage onto a timeline. You can rearrange it any way you want. It doesn't matter how many how complex it gets. It doesn't require you to record over and over again, going multiple generations with losses of quality. So you can create complex multi-screen images, and it's trivial. But the craft of editing is still the same. The process of putting together a production is still the same, and I really enjoy doing it. So marrying the 2 things together, motorcycling and editing, obviously motovlogging is the way to go. Except it's not quite as simple as that, because I actually don't like the recording part of it. I don't like the bit where you have to strap cameras to yourself and talk and be interesting. That is not really my thing. It is something I'm going to have to learn how to do. One of the things that I think hampers me is that I don't have a second camera like attached to my handlebars or something. Ah, well that's just great, isn't it? It's just come out in front of me. Fantastic. Yeah, I don't have a camera in front of me, and I feel like if I did, it would represent my audience. In effect, I would be able to address the camera in the same way that I would address an audience. It would be like talking to somebody. And so I feel that if I have a second camera, the part about making my videos interesting will be easier. I don't know that for sure, but that's my hunch. Because this part here where I'm just kind of, I got one camera pointing straight ahead, first person perspective, and just talking, I find that difficult. I find I have to work at it, and if I have to work at it, I don't really want to do it, and if I don't really want to do it, I'm going to not do it as often. And I really need to generate content in order to keep my channel going. So it means that I do need to get a second camera. But a second camera is going to cost me a lot of money, and I can't afford it right now. So you're going to have to bear with me a little bit. I'm going to be boring. I mean, that's just the way it is. I'm going to try to take you interesting places, and I'm going to try to speak to you and do the best I can, but I'm going to be boring. Because the reason I'm doing this is because I love to ride and I love to edit. I'm not doing it to make you guys happy. I'm delighted if you like to watch me ride. I'm delighted if you subscribe to my channel and you like to see my videos. That's great, and I'm really, really happy if you do that, and I'm also very grateful. But that isn't why I do it. I don't have any illusions that I'm going to make some kind of, you know, wealth from YouTubing. That isn't going to be me. I'm going to be sitting on small numbers of subscribers for ages and ages. I don't know if I'll ever make anything out of it. I mean, if I do, that'd be great. I mean, it'd be great to get paid to do this. I mean, really. But that isn't why I'm doing it. I have to be honest. Wow, this has grown up a lot since I was last up here. It's amazing how quickly crops grow, isn't it? Oh, I'm coming up on... Whoa! Okay. That was a little bit disturbing. What was I saying? I completely lost my train of thought now with the blue car jumping out in front of me. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing it for me, I'm not doing it for you, but I'm hoping that you'll like it as well. So that's really what I wanted to talk to you about. So in my future, I anticipate getting another camera. I would like to experiment with putting the camera on the handlebars and also maybe down on my dresser bar. I'd also like to experiment with getting a little bit better audio of my engine. I've got an audio recorder and a spare microphone. I thought I might hang it out the saddlebag or something, see how that goes. And that's all coming in the future, but right now you're going to get this. You're going to get the first person view, you're going to get me talking or me not talking, depending on my mood, and we'll see how it goes. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, I'd ask you to hit that like button, give me that big thumbs up, makes me very happy. Please comment if you have anything you want to say, if you have any input in what I've been talking about. If you want to see more videos like this, then I would urge you to subscribe to the channel. I've been TrekkieMoto. I'll catch you in the next one.